Hey everyone, how are you doing? Happy Friday. Hope you're all enjoying sunshine because it is sunny in Manchester, which is always awesome. So today's episode is all about hitting those goals, and this one action is going to make sure that you do that, and that is consistency. So stay tuned so I can tell you more. So I'm Dr. Helen, and I'm an A&E doctor and an advocate for integrative wellness, as well as an animal aromatherapy specialist. I love to use essential oils to support the health and well-being of myself and my pets, and help educate people to do the same for their family, whether that's human or animals. So if you like what you're listening to, please hit the subscribe button or follow so I can carry on creating more content, and let me know in the comments what you would like to know about. Would you like to get essential oils into your life? Why not book in for a free chat with me, or come to one of my classes to find out how essential oils can support you? Or maybe if you've got oils but you don't know how to use them best for either you or your pets, that's okay too, because I do general overviews and full consultation, so I have you covered. So do drop me a message and then we can chat about what options are best for you. So consistency. This is the key. You know the saying, a 1,000-mile journey begins with a single step, and that is basically it. We have to start small, and it's really easy to be overwhelmed when we're trying to hit a goal. But by making small changes and being consistent in those changes, it's all about the compound effect. Now, there's been several examples that I've shared on social media of different things that I've been trying to do, where I've actually it's all been about being consistent. So obviously we're talking about using tools, and wanting to change something, whether that's sleep. Sleep's a really good idea. So sleep is all about changing that behaviour. Okay, whether you wake up during the night, whether you're slow at getting off to sleep, or whether you wake up frequently, resetting that behaviour takes work, because it's not just going to be a magic sort of, put an oil in the diffuser and then it's magic. Years of not sleeping is fixed. Now, don't get me wrong, I love essential oils to help us sleep, and they will massively help. But you also have to team that up with some behaviour modifications so that you can retrain your brain, develop new neural pathways, so that your sleep is actually not the procrastination before bed, or wake up during the night and no, it's actually behaviours that are conducive to good sleep. So let me give you myself as an example. So I used to struggle terribly with my sleep, 2-3 hours at night, it was really bad. Now, different things I used to do. So I'd be on my phone, maybe looking at social media or something, right up until going to bed. I'd also have my phone by my bed, because I think a lot of people do as well. And then when I wake up during the night, you get on, check out Facebook, start scrolling, get into the discussion group, and then, you've not got back to sleep. And then you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do, none of that is good for your sleep, not just for your brain, just because it's really light. But you need to make sure your bedroom and sleep, for example, and changing those habits is absolutely crucial. So, phones away. So one of the things I did was I put the phone away without my headset, and I did it even when you were. Now, it takes time to do that. I've really been doing that for years. It's just so simple. I don't know. I just think it's great. It's really good. I get up, I get up, breakfast, video, work, you know, so I'm a big fan of having like this art during the day, and what we do is we turn off and we go to bed, so it's clear in the morning, etc. And if you want to see habit tracker, please pop to www.thehospital.com to the PhD link, and there's one there for you, or if you're looking for it, there is it. But it really makes a massive difference, and if you're quite consistent, it's quite difficult to do it. But it's like getting into this habit, whatever it is. Now, I started the 30-day from the 4th day, because I feel as if I have habit quite closely. I've been binging, I went out the way for the weekend, from the meal every day, I've been not eating as clean as I normally do. So I'd already planned. I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this 10 days before, and I'm going to for 30 days. And so it's a lot of clean eating. and changing the habit. So I was hungry about an hour ago before I started doing some presentations. Now, normally, you know what I've done the last couple of months? I've got a piece of chocolate, but I actually made myself a smoothie instead. So to fill me up, which was actually better. And it's, you know, because obviously I've got this cleanse and restore, I'm committed to doing it, and it's changing this path. Now, a few days of that, it will just be normal, and I won't be craving any chocolate, and it will just be really easy. But it's about changing that pathway in your brain. And if you imagine it, it's like being in a field full of grass, and you've got a path around the edge of it that's worn down, and then you want to make a new path that goes across. So you can't just walk across that field once. It's not going to have a path there. You have to walk across that field a lot of times over a lot of days in order to make sure that that new path is formed. And that's exactly the same way in our brain, creating that new behavior so that the default becomes the new behavior that we want, and not the one that we don't want. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, maybe it is snacking on things that aren't desirable. Maybe it's to give up smoking. You know, there's loads of habits associated with smoking, and sometimes it isn't actually the cigarette you want, it's just the cigarette is associated with that habit. So it might be first thing in the morning smoking a cigarette. Cigarettes actually have a lot of sugar in them, so you can actually be craving a sugar high and actually not a cigarette. So there's different things you could do to adjust that. Sometimes it's just that you want to do something with your hands. So what else could you do with your hands that doesn't involve having a cigarette? So it may be some knitting or crochet or doodling or whatever it is. You know, sometimes you can actually make a little inhalation stick, so out of like a little toothpick, and just put some oil on the end and just suck on that, and that can actually really massively help. But it's about changing that pathway so that you're changing what the normal pattern is, that's the one you don't want, into something that's new. But it's about being consistent. Now, oils, great example. So here, this is you know, my study. I've got oils up here. So I've got my balance blend, because I like using that all the time, especially if I'm doing lives. And I've also got my air blend here, which is great for my throat. Now, I don't have to remember to put them on, because I've got these bottles all around the house, so that I just grab them, and it helps me stay sort of on top, because prevention is always better than cure. So if I don't want to be stressed, so I put my balance on. Whenever I see a bottle of balance, I put my balance on. At work, I always have a bottle of Adaptive in my top pocket, and you know, it's habit now. If while I'm waiting for I'm on the phone or I'm bleeping someone, I just grab my Adaptive and I start putting on, and it's just habit forming now. Whatever it is that do, my habit before bed is putting my oils on, my lavender and my frankincense on my feet and my chest, and then I've got Serenity in the diffuser. It's just habit, and vetiver across my forehead and top of my lip. It's just habit forming. Didn't start off that easy, okay? But having everything prepared, putting things where you're going to use them so that you are consistent is key. So having little reminders on your phone. I have reminders on my phone to stop and breathe. I see the reminder, I stop, I grab an oil, I breathe. Have them where you're going to see them. Supplements are a big problem sometimes, because people are starting supplements, they forget to take them. Have them where you're going to use them. I have them in the fridge where my breakfast stuff is. Maybe you need to have them by your toothbrush. Is it 2 lots of supplements you have? Put the reminder in your phone, have it on your list. So I'm doing this 30-day cleanse and restore. So I've got 2 habit trackers. I've got one for my normal habits, and it has things on there like grooming the dogs, because I've got 6 dogs and sometimes I can get confused who's got groomed. But it might be like drinking 2 pints of water or anything like that. So my second habit tracker is now specifically for this 30-day cleanse and restore. So it tells me exactly what I need to take, and I can tick it off so that I haven't got to worry about forgetting. And it's there in the kitchen, so that when I go in the kitchen to get my food, because that's when I'm going to be taking the supplements, I can say, I've got to take it. And it's all about little tiny little steps. So this cleanse and restore is a 30-day program, small little steps to make a much bigger change. And there's so many different ways, you know, it is really the key in hitting your goals, whatever it is that you want to approach. You know, I spent sort of 6 years at medical school, and I didn't just start with all the knowledge I had. It was gradual knowledge over the course of that time. It's the same with my animal aromatherapy. I started at level 1. I started with on day 1, you know, learning about some oils and about interactions, and built it up every single week. And now it's been every single month. to get all the training that I have. You know, what I say to people on my team who are joining me in the business, learn one oil a week. That's all you've got to do. Don't worry about all the oils that you think you need to know about. You don't. Just learn one oil a week. And when we do classes, I say, just speak about that oil for a minute. Just learn one oil. Pick an oil. What's your oil that you're using today that you can learn about? And just do it that way. And it's just small little steps. But it means it's all about the compound effect. The cumulative effect of that is that you will make the change that you wish to see. So whether or not it's supporting your musculoskeletal system, so I've spoken a bit about when I had a back problem. So I've actually got tendinopathy in my shoulder at the moment. So I keep forgetting to put the oils on during the day. I do them in the morning, do them last thing at night. So I keep forgetting during the middle of the day. So I've got a plan. I've made more rollers now so that I can grab the roller and put it on, because I know that what's going to make a difference, because what happens is when I had my back pain reminded me that I needed to put the oils on. But with my shoulder, it's only when I overextend that I'm reminded that it's actually still not healed. So I haven't got that same visual cue. So what I need instead is I need the rollers all handy to remind me to, put my oils on. Got my deep blue all over the house, got several other rubs. So I can just, it's time for some deep blue. Put it on. Make things really easy for you so you can hit your goals. So I hope that helps. If you've got any questions or comments, please just let me know. If you'd like what you hear, please hit this follow button or the subscribe button so I can carry on creating more content. But do let me know what you want to know about, so I can do a live, help you reach those goals, help you reach whatever it is that you want to accomplish. And stay safe, everyone. Stay well, and I will see you soon. Bye.